Hey everybody, welcome back to the Current MMA YouTube channel. I'm your host Gordo Gambles and welcome back to Best Bets. Last week we were blessed with an absolutely beautiful card in UFC Austin. So many finishes, so many good fights, such an entertaining night, and we came out on top. 3-on-2 on plays. We missed out on what should have been 4-1. I do think that Cater won that decision, but that's neither here nor there. Let's get back to this one. UFC Vegas 57, an uber talented card. The main event is absolutely stupendous. Yeah, big words this week. And there's definitely some money to be made. Quickly, before we get into the video, hit the like button down below, subscribe to the channel, check out my other work at Plays and Fade Sports. Let's get into it. As always, 5 plays, a few long shots, but if you guys want to know more about what I'm playing, at GamblesGordo on Twitter, I have way too many bets for this card, so I picked up my 5 favorite. Let's do this. First play of the day is going to be Sergey Morozov over Julian Paiva at -135. Both guys coming off losses. I truly think the better fighter this week is Mozarov. He's facing Paiva, who is coming up 135, isn't as effective there, and I think Mozarov has a clear path to victory in the takedowns, the rinse and repeat. With that being said, against Taha, Mozarov showed some really good striking. He is able to keep up with Paiva here. But I do think that this price tag is too cheap. I think Mozarov has the ability to look -300 easily here, and I truly hope he does. Takedowns are there. He's got great grappling upside. One knock I will give him is his chin's kind of being questionable recently, so hopefully he doesn't slip in a banana peel, but I truly think he's the better fighter, grappling upside, and I truly think he wins for us at -135. Next play. This one's going to be controversial. I've seen a lot of people on the other side, but I'm taking Carlos Ulberg and I'm taking him at -110. Facing Tefon Achikwi, a guy who was just knocked out in his last fight, but I truly see this one going down as a kickboxing affair. We all know that that kickboxing affair is going to favor Carlos Ulberg. Ulberg was a lifelong kickboxer, where his biggest flaw may be that grappling defense. I don't think that Tefon's necessarily the guy to submit him on the ground. Sure, he may get some control time, push him against the cage, holding him down, but we've seen judges not really credit that. They really like that damage and that power more, and I do think that Ulberg is going to be landing the better shots. Sure, they both have some defensive liabilities, but I think that at range, at a kickboxing pace, Carlos Ulberg wins this fight a lot more than 50% doesn't tail. So give me Carlos Ulberg to win this one. I definitely think the longer it stays on the feet, the more times than not that he wins. Let's take his money line at -110. All right, next up, let's get into our first prop of the day. Shavkat Rakhmonov. He's facing Neil Magny. I love Neil Magny now. Met him in Columbus, super nice guy, but he's got a really tough task ahead of him. Shavkat, absolute killer, 100% finish rate, and that's where I'm going right back to the well again. Taking Rakhmonov side the distance, -125. I mean, I said it right there, 100% finish rate. He's a killer. He's getting a step up in Magny, but Magny's been finishing a lot of his losses, was dropped last time against Griffin. Rakhmonov is dangerous everywhere the fight goes. Great submission game, great technical and powerful striking on the feet, and I truly think that this is his fight to lose. He's crisp, he's technical, and he's always looking for that finish. I think when you're turning that -400 fighter into a -125, I like the value we're getting. I do think he finishes this fight more time than not. Give me a shot on Shavkat at -125 inside the distance. All right, guys, usually I give you guys 5 plays. This time I'm kind of going to give you 7. I'm going to give you 2 more money lines and additional props you can play. First up, Cody Durden. I do think he wins this fight at +105. Better cardio, better wrestling, better kickboxing at range. I truly think he should be the favorite, so at -110, I'm liking him to win. However, you can also place inside the distance line at +375. Both these guys are finishers. Both these guys have been finished. And I do think that the pace this fight's going to bring is going to cause a finish. At +375, I do think the line is way too wide. Vieira has been dropped like 7 times in his first 2 fights. And I think that the pace that this one's going to be with the wrestling, with the grappling exchanges, that Bays will tire out a lot earlier, and that's going to give the opportunity for Durden to look for a finish here. So if you want to play it safe, take the money line, but I'm also taking the inside the distance at +375. All right, last play and a half is going to be in People's main event, Chris Curtis versus Rodolfo Vieira. Grappler versus striker. Who are we going with? We're going with the grappler, Rodolfo Vieira. Maybe the best grappler in that division. Insane accreditation throughout the jiu-jitsu scene. Working on his striking still, but he's a super good fighter and finisher on the mat. His opponent, Chris Curtis, has just absolutely broken barriers. I mean, he's done really well. Coming in as a huge underdog and getting finishes both times in the UFC, he's looking great. However, he's getting someone who's going to test that ground game, and that's been his biggest flaw. You do the tape, Chris Curtis gets taken down, he gets control of the mat, and I do think that's kind of where this one goes. Vieira's path to victory is that first round submission. So not only are we taking the money line at +135, we're taking the round 1 sub, which you can get at +650. I think that if he gets him down once, Chris Curtis makes mistakes, he gives up his back, it could be done just like that. However, I do understand if this fight gets extended, we all know the better boxer and striker is Chris Curtis. So I do think Vieira is going to be pressured to get it down there and get that finish that I know he can get. So at +650 for a first round sub, I'm loving that. But if you want to be safer, take the money line at +135. All right, that's going to do it for me here on the Current MMA YouTube channel. If you guys got more questions for me, at GamblesGordo, I'll post my whole slate of plays on Friday night. So make sure you guys check out that along with all my other content on the Plays and Fade Sports YouTube channel. There's lots of money to be made this week. I'm betting way too much, but it's fun. I hope you guys enjoy the fights. I hope you guys enjoyed the content I created. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and let's make some money, guys.